All right, guys, we are live, and I don't think anybody's on yet, but that's okay. All right, who's on, guys? Who can we talk to? We're also going to set up what is happening with that. Unable to connect chat. Please try again later. Hello. Hey, whoever's in the room, see if you guys can hit the chat feature for me. It doesn't appear to be working, and if it doesn't work, then that's not good. Obviously. Can anybody hear me right now? Should be working properly. We shall see. Got two more people on. Sweet. Thank you. The chat is working, guys. Hello, Kraken Kid Minecraft. Canada Fishing Channel. How's it going? Thank you, Nick King. I absolutely love the snow dog. Thank you for liking the video. Give me 1 second here. I'm going to post that I'm live on the Instas. I am live on YouTube right now, guys. Come and join and chat about ice fishing and what I've done so far this year. I've been standing on between 2 and 7 inches of ice. And guess whose auger broke on 7 inches of ice? This guy's. Not a fun day, by the way. That was Monday. Monday? Yeah, Monday. How much snow you guys get up? And I'm not sure where you're at. What province you out of? Three, two, one, live. Why is that facing the wrong way? Flip camera. Let's see how that works. All right, I'm live on TikTok and on YouTube. If you guys don't follow me on TikTok, you probably should, because what I've been doing sneakily is I've been sharing little snippets of my upcoming videos on TikTok, because TikTok's pretty cool. So if you're on TikTok, nobody's watching right now anyway, so doesn't really matter. That's okay. I've actually have more followers on TikTok than I do on YouTube, but they don't care as much. Just like all your home. Nice. I've never washed my ice clothes. I should probably do that at some point. And I'm drinking a glass of wine. And I've been ice fishing all day. Hi, Paul. I know you're from the Facebook page. I don't think I've met you, have I? Sorry, my eyes keep kind of darting around here. I'm working still. I'm uploading footage from today, actually. I'm going to try to, actually. Nice. I haven't had a Bud Light in like forever. Mucky fish smell as much as I do. Yeah, exactly. Do small clam plastics work for pike? That is a good question. I'm gonna say for smaller pike, yes. Bradley Sargent. I live in Goffstown, New Hampshire, just northwest of Manchester, Vegas. And I have caught pike on plastics, but that's mainly in Vermont, because we don't have a lot of pike here in New Hampshire. Most pike I've caught usually get broken off while ice fishing, because that's like 4-pound test. All right, who's on TikTok? See a couple of people. We're talking about ice fishing. Let me talk about, I don't even know. Let me talk about the last video, which I've been fishing so much. Let's not talk about the ice fishing unboxing that I did. That was just to get that out. Let's talk about, I haven't talked to you guys in like 2 weeks, actually. So let's talk about the automatic fisherman snapper and jigging for rainbow. So that was in a northern pond. And it's funky is, like, normally I would target rainbows. I've targeted fish shallow there and not done well. And I targeted fish out deep in this particular pond. And what would happen was you'd mark a bunch of little dinky perch, and the dinky perch would like disappear, and there'd be a rainbow trout like right there. So I caught a couple jigging. Hope you guys saw that footage. Saw some really um, cool underwater footage of them coming down. Was it acre? It was not acres, and I'm not going to tell you guys where the pond was. I've been sworn to secrecy. It's on the New Hampshire Stocking Report. Are you planning to go out Sunday? Headed out to a trout spot, southern New Hampshire, checking ice. Christmas first ice is killer there. I am not going out Sunday. So, as part of me doing this full time job stuff, um, Ryan made my part of doing this full time job stuff is try to only fish Monday through Friday. And if you want to talk about budget rods for ice fishing, I wouldn't spend over. Let me look how much a 13 tickle stick cost. Spell tickle stick. That'd be helpful. Okay, if you want to look at budget rods, if you're spending exactly $50, I would get the tickle stick. I mean, that does not include the reel. If you're looking at even cheap, like a real rod and reel combo, my go-to. Oh my goodness, sorry guys. Every time somebody texts me, my phone vibrates down and knocks over stuff. So how do I? No, I'm not accepting any lives. Sorry, I'm dealing with TikTok as well, and I'm new to TikTok. So I got 3 people watching me there. For a $50 underrod, I would get a Ugly Stick GX2. It's the one with the little clear tip, and I would get a inline Eagle Claw reel. So for the total, you're looking at $40, $45 with a line probably. And that's what I have on my jaw jackers. That's what I caught my PB Laker on last year on Champlain on the ice. Chance. Something a little longer where. Yeah, so this lake trout you see in the background was caught on a 28-inch Ugly Stick rod. The thing about lake trout is they don't, and that's a 28-inch, 27 and a half or something like that, 27 and 3/4 inch trout that I caught out of Champlain. So it's a big fish. I caught that on a snapper, and I caught that on or basically a jaw jacker with a 13 fishing heat reel, and which is like this big, like the reel is really tiny, and a 28-inch Ugly Stick rod, which I don't have in my office with me, but I do in the back of my truck. So the thing about lake trout, and this was in like 13 feet of water, so I'm not setting the hook. Really, the snapper is setting the hook because it was super shallow. Anything deeper than that would get a longer rod. But I've been using last year. It's like a 30-inch eagle rod. Maybe it's Fenwick. Let me see if I can find it on the Google. I just randomly picked it up last year, and I used it for maybe it's a Fenwick. Yeah, Fenwick Eagle ice spinning rod. It's a 30-inch, and I think it's the medium heavy. It comes in at a total of $29.95. But I can go double check that. I really like the Berkeley 1 series and got 2 last year for $30. Can't find them out recently. Yeah, I can't even find the freaking the ugly stick rod. They're just like sold out everywhere. How many pound test and what brand do you prefer? For actually most of my Lakers last year, I was using some of the ones I caught last year were on 4-pound test Trilene ice line. I would suggest either going to 6 or 8-pound line. Now I am this year going to go for some deeper fish, so I'm going to be switching to braid, and I don't know how that's going to go because I've had bad luck with braid out on the ice. But my go-to Laker setup is going to be a 3000 series reel with 15-pound Power Pro, and then I'm going to use a fluorocarbon leader because I missed a lot of hook sets last year. And that's what I use for the summer fishing. There's really no reason to switch anything different for the wintertime, basically. How's my audio, guys? Sound good? I can't hear myself. Yeah, that's my fear with braid too, Brandon. Just I don't see things going well. The braid that I used this summer worked great, and it was just Power Pro, and that's what all these guys up in Canada use. So that's what I'm going with. How's it going, TikTok? Hope you guys can hear me. We're talking about ice fishing. I have a YouTube live stream going on right now as well. I think there's only one person on right now on TikTok. So PB ice fishing is this guy right here. This is the 27 and I think 27 and a half or 27 and a half, 28 and a half. I have to go back and watch the video, but that's from Champlain. Hey guys, we have a special guest in the chat right now, Precision Angling, who has a very awesome first name, which is Josh, the same as me. If you haven't checked out his channel, you know what? Let me do something right now. Go to the YouTubes. I can never spell precision. Got it. You want to check out another ice fishing channel, click on that bad boy right there. That's Precision Angling's channel. I did some collab with him last year on Sebago, where we got basically slaughtered by Sebago instead of the vice versa. Oh, don't change the name. Then people won't be able to find you. If you are going to change it, what are you changing it to? Because I actually kind of like changed mine from Bendit Bass Fishing to Bendit Fishing because I do everything. Well, I chase bass too, but not as much as I used to. Best bait for lake trout. So, lake trout feed on whatever the bait is in that lake. Yeah, no problem, Josh. So I wish I had it in front of me. I should bring my tackle into my office and talk to you guys. But the best bait that I found is match the profile of whatever bait is in that lake. Best way to do that is to either go on Fishing Game or ask Fishing Games, like what's the primary bait in that lake. And for Winnipesaukee, it's smelt. So I fish with little tiny crappie jigs or little tiny panfish jigs. Fatso Grub by Maynard's with little tiny white paddle tail. So basically small tiny swim baits like this big. So most of the bait in Winnipesaukee are this big. I have caught them on tubes. I caught one on tube this summer. I'm actually, and I caught a bunch on Sebago up in Maine on grub tails, which match the alewife pattern that's in that lake. I've tried swim baits. The problem with swim baits is their tail is super long, and you get a lot of short strikes unless you get a fish that's really committed into inhaling it. Josh, you talking about the one that we use on Sebago, that little tiny one that you make? And I'm buying some Big Mama tubes from Send It Outdoors, which is what Justin Jenkins used. Short strokes, I like it. I know what you meant though. So I use the K-Drill with the Milwaukee 20-volt system, which in hindsight, I broke my Milwaukee 20-volt system, or 18-volt, whatever it is. I broke it Monday, and I brought it in Home Depot and said, this shit's broken, and they handed me a new one. So that was after 2 years of abuse, bouncing around the snow dog, drilling through holes, brand new blades this year. If you go to, I'm a K-Drill guy. I did use the Light Flight, I think middle of last year, and it went through the ice a lot quicker. The one nice thing about the K-Drill, so I have the K-Drill 7.5, which is the first one that came out. I have the K-Drill 7.5 with a Milwaukee drill, which I love. And the nice thing about K-Drill is it opens up more than one hole, like stacked on top of each other. So if you were to do that with holes, and I do that for sight fishing a lot, where I'll drill like a triangle of holes to get lake trout out of the hole quicker. It does it great. Now, precision angling up in Maine there, Josh, he's got the Strike Master Light Flight, and you can actually see a video of him comparing it to the 8.5-inch K-Drill with another crazy YouTuber up in Maine, Joe Holland. So you can check out his channel. Yeah, I've heard that about the Light Flight. So yeah, I use the Light Flight. Must have been the Light Flight. I'm like, this thing is actually like really sick and goes through the ice really fast. But I mean, I could probably sell my K-Drill for a decent price. How much is the Light Flight? Strike Master. Let's look it up right now, guys. Let's check out Strike Master Laser Light Flight. 179 for the 8-inch. I mean 6-inch. That's pretty expensive, but it's around the same. Should be around the same price as the K-Drill. 8 inches out of stock. $200. But it's got a similar cutting point to the clam hand auger that I used to have. But what I've heard about the K-Drill is it uses a lot more battery, but it's better on like chunky ice and funky ice because it actually breaks the ice, doesn't shave the ice. About half the holes in his motor. Yeah, I saw your video on that, Josh. I was already committed to the K-Drill. Now you're making me want to switch. All right, I'm just going to shut off. Is anybody watching on TikTok here? Sorry, guys. Hold on. $50 more. You guys killed those crap. Yeah, I gotta watch the video of you and Joe. I haven't done that yet. And I can get a discount through Rapala, actually. But of course, they're sold out. I can get $24 in shipping. It's $100 off Amazon. There's only one left. So the light flight is very similar to the clam. Oh, so it's got a Mora ice blade on it. So it's got a mix between a chipper blade because it's got cuts cut out of it. But I don't know. It's kind of cool. I think my buddy has a light flight. I think I used it last year in that honey hole video that I filmed. I would buy it for $120. I'm looking on Facebook Marketplace right now for one, just to try it. Jeez. Over 1,000 holes in a Smoke Joe's brand new K drill. Interesting. Maybe that's what I'll get next year, or if they come back in stock. Yeah, they only have a 6-inch on Bass Pro even. Yeah, it might be worth the drive. Good to try one for the day. Good luck. There was a guy on Facebook that figured out where I was because he had been fishing that same honey hole for the last 10 years, and he was mad about it, but also not mad about it because it's like, oh, I guess it's a free lake. You can do whatever you want, which is kind of funny. And it was a spot that the guy in the video was with me. He's like, oh, I've been meaning to check out this spot for years. Let's go check it out. And we checked it out, and it was good. If we started there in the morning, we probably would have slayed some more. But yeah, there's a lot of It's not rocket ponds around here. I mean, we have pickerel, not pike. Luckily, I don't know if they breed as fast as pike do, but wish we had more trout ponds. One of my goals this winter is to go find, maybe next week, a native wild trout pond, one that's not stocked by Fish and Game, one that's not a wild pond that I can't ice fish. I know there's some, but I will find them and catch the little buggers and say that they're wild and native, and people will get pissed off anyways. Say that they're stockies. Yeah, you guys need to, over in Maine, you guys need to open up a shotgun season for pike like Vermont does. Could be true. I'm planning on going back to the hunting hole for sure. But hey, here's a question for all of you guys in the chat. Would you like me to see a video of me go up to Champlain in the spring with my boat with a 12 gauge shotgun and shoot pike? Just say yes or no in the comments. Brandon says yes. I think he would do well on YouTube. Might get demonetized. Do it. Sweet. That sounds about right. Yeah, so Vermont has a 1 month or 1.5 month long season where you can shoot pike with any sort of gun you want. Any sort of gun you want, including bow and arrow. And I don't know if you can spear them in Vermont, but you can shoot them with a gun. Yeah. So the thing about guns, so I met mainly outdoor, and a lot of his videos are about grouse hunting and stuff, which I plan on doing next year. If you guys want to be in the know, I actually filmed the video this year with grouse hunting. I didn't shoot anything, but I filmed the video anyways. YouTube doesn't dislike guns. They had a big thing for a little while, and then they backed off of it for guns for some reason. There was just some like stupid push. Probably some stupid person in the algorithm that messed it all up. But whatever. So I might do that next year. I might shooting things and then basically just shooting at water. I mean, if you look at what Uncut Angling just did with shooting at ice, can't be any better than that. Fisherman Auto Tech. I did not collab with Jesse, but we fished the same river on the same day up in Maine. But him and I have a couple of. We tried to meet up on Sebago actually, and that fell through. And then we plan on hitting the ice together at some point when he has ice. I know he's still bird hunting. I'm fairly sure, or his videos are still bird hunting related. Yeah, he's a wicked cool guy. Super down to earth. I talked to him. I saw him on the river and it was weird. I'm like, oh, he looks familiar. He's not from this area in Maine. And then I walked over. We both got done fishing at the same time. I'm like, are you Jesse? It's like, yeah. Oh, you've talked to him before too? Yeah, I met him in person. He's super cool. His videos are freaking killer. Oh wow, muskie. I gotta go to Maine for muskie, or Vermont, I guess. But What crappy pond did we discuss? Send me a Facebook message again. Oh, it was on Lake Champlain. Yeah, I don't know what Jesse and I have planned, but maybe we could all do Sebago together or something like that. That'd be easy. He was down to. I was trying to get lake trout on the fly rod on Sebago, but I missed it by like a few days, unfortunately. Oh, okay. I actually hit a crappie, Brandon. I actually hit a crappie pond today. Crappie perch, bass, and got some crappie perch, bass, sunfish. Got some epic underwater footage with the aqua-view today of crappie eats and perch bites. It was pretty sick. The bite turned on like right as I got set up, and it was just gun ho from there. See you, Josh. Let's talk later about maybe collabing with Jesse together or something like that, or we can do two separate ones. But I'm glad you got a chance to meet up with Joe. Hi, Balut John. I plan on North Dakota to Bakersfield, California. I think I've been to Bakersfield, California, and I don't think I've been to North Dakota. I've been to South Dakota a couple times. But we're talking about ice fishing. I took video today. I'm going to be releasing two videos, one on my channel, one on the Monster Bass channel. I use Adobe Premiere Pro for editing software and have been for the last 4 years or so. It's probably overkill for what I use it for, but it works for me. Downloading footage from today. Yeah, I'll be releasing the video next week sometime. I don't know. It was a crazy video. I had the AquaView running. AquaView running. I had my Sony camera running. I had my audio pack running. And I have my GoPro running. So I have to myself. I got to sync all that up and get it done. And I got to send a video off to Monster Bass. And then I got to post a video on my channel. Sorry, let me just turn that hell off here. Sorry. I do fill my 1 pound propane tanks. Now, for one, like a small disclosure, I have almost killed myself doing that. Actually, take that back. I've almost killed myself cooking with one of those tanks that I refilled. So actually, the pressure relief went off and was spewing propane all over the place while I was trying to cook breakfast with people around me. So, as a safety precaution, you can't really fill them up all the way like I did. So watch some videos. I'm not going to tell you guys to do that, but yeah, they're crazy, dangerous. But I have a bunch of them. I refill my own. Bum, bum, bum. All right, see you, Brandon. Oh, that's sweet. I need a new drone too. My drone just still shoots in 1080 and it looks like crap compared to other drone footage. Five people on. All right, I'm gonna leave here in a little bit too, guys. I promised my wife 30 minutes and it's been 40. I haven't seen her all day. That's okay. Drinking my wine. You're crazy that. Oh, that's cool. You can also buy for the propane. You can also buy 3-pound, 5-pound tanks as well. Hey, bud, I was waiting for you to come on. I'm literally gonna end in like the next 2 minutes. But you can buy smaller propane tanks and run the hose and a filter, which is kind of a pain in the butt. But you can buy the little adapter off Amazon. That's where I bought mine to fill the small propane tanks. What I suggest is taking what I do. So I'm not suggesting you guys do. Take a 20-pound propane tank and bring it inside, warm it up a little bit, and then bring it back outside so the pressure is greater in your 20-pound. Flip it upside down, screw in the thing, screw in the 1-pound, fill it till it stops making noise, and close it. You're guaranteed not to overfill it that way. What I did this summer was I put my 1-pound propane tanks, the empty ones, in the freezer, which got them down to like -2, and had a tank outside that was like 70 degrees, and I filled it up to like, I don't know, like 2 pounds or something like that. It was very dangerous. And that's where it was like spewing propane all over the place, and it was not good. All right. Well, I've been up since I don't know, 5 o'clock this morning, ice fishing all day. That's why my hair's a mess and my eyes are all bloodshot because I'm tired. Yeah, that's Nate. That's the best way to get the propane in there. The problem is you don't want to fill it up too much. I should buy a brand new one and weigh it and put it on a scale, and then put my new ones that I fill up on a scale, like after I'm done with them, to see if I've overfilled them, because my tanks were like swollen because I filled them so much. Luckily they didn't explode when I was cooking, because the pressure relief went off of my grill and it was spewing propane everywhere. I'm like, that's not normal. But all right, thank you guys very much for watching. The next video is coming out Christmas night at 8 o'clock, and it is a giant brook trout, which you guys saw in the thumbnail for this, which you probably won't see, but it's a giant brook trout. Caught a bunch of them. Caught one sight fishing, which was not the best footage I've ever taken, but that's okay. And then the next video after that will be crappie, perch, bluegill, that kind of stuff, because that's what the doctor ordered. All right, thanks guys for watching. Thanks for joining. I'm going to try to do one next week. Sorry I missed last week. I was just exhausted. So I'll see you guys next Thursday. All right, bye.